Shout out to all the indigos. Shout out to all the light workers. Shout out to all the dark workers. Shout out to all the crystals. Shout out to all the rainbows. Shout out to all the cats down the road. Shout out to all the deep divers. Did I miss anyone? Right now, a great awakening is happening. And truth be told, it's been happening. It reminds me of a song I once heard, Deep Divers, and it goes a little something like this. I've got the power. Yes, I do. And so do you. Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers, we are out here in nature, baby. Another sunny day. I'm just... breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Raising the frequency. Raising the vibration. Sending you tons of colorful energy. Deep divers, take that, take that, take that. This is only for the indigos, light workers, crystals, free spirits. We got a whole lot to talk about. So I connect with many indigos, and many light workers, and many people who know who they really are. And a lot is happening right now on the planet. And I got a message for you indigos, light workers, crystals, deep divers, and we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? So let me give a big shout out to Nancy Ann Tappy, the parapsychologist who in the 1960s observed the babies being born. She observed that they had a indigo aura. And they were specifically coming to planet Earth to help raise the vibration, raise the frequency, and help humanity ascend to the next level of consciousness. She had synesthesia, which is when you hear colors and you see sounds. She had this amazing ability. As a parapsychologist, as a psychic, as a medium. Many people have the indigo aura when their third eye is opening, when they're saying, we ain't having it. We don't want to be in lockdown. We don't want to wear a mask 24/7. Screw this, I'm going to Thailand. But it can be challenging for a lot of indigos, a lot of light workers, a lot of crystals. Let me tell you this, first and foremost, we already won. Indigos, light workers, dark workers. And what is a dark worker? Someone who works in the darkness. You see, in our darkest moments, we become illuminated. Pizzagate, child trafficking, that's really dark, right? Well, when you know about this stuff, it awakens you to the truth of what's really going on the planet. It's not all peaches and cream, deep divers. So shout out to all the light workers, dark workers, indigos, crystals. When the indigos had children, they gave birth to the crystals. When the crystals had children, they gave birth to the rainbows. So you have so many highly evolved beings on this planet right now, working day in, day out to raise the collective vibration of planet Earth. I'm here to remind you, we already won, indigos. We already won, indigos. That's why I'm just doing a little samba, baby. Hey, DJ, play the music. Imaginary samba music in my head right now, deep divers. We already won. I want to remind you of this. Look at the state of the planet. It seems like everything is being shut down, locked down, COVID-19, when in actuality, this is happening because this system is finished. This is the last chance, the last power grab. But we already know it's over. We already know we won. Like right now, I'm on the victory lap, deep divers. I'm on the victory lap right now because I know this system, its foundation was built on lies. Its foundation was built on lies. And many indigos can see through the Maya, which is the illusion. They can see how so many people are enslaved on the planet. So many people are programmed on the planet. And the indigos can never be enslaved mentally, physically, emotionally, because they came here to be free. They realize that being free is our birthright. What? Slow motion this side. So indigos, light workers, crystals, I want to remind you, relax. You're doing great. Relax. Be proud of yourself because it is because of you. You are the catalyst for the great awakening right now. Millions of people watch my videos. Millions of people connect with me every single day. That's only because I've been sharing day in, day out as a light worker, as an indigo, to raise the vibration of the planet. Turn fear into love. So sometimes, yeah, deep divers, I'm real hard on myself. I'm like, Ralph, you're not doing enough. Then I say, wait a minute. Over 3,500 videos on this channel. What are you talking about, Ralph? Reality check time. I've done my fair share, and many other light workers are doing their fair share. But we can all be really hard on ourselves, right? So I'm here to remind you, congratulations. You are doing more than you can imagine to help the planet. And I'm here to salute you. Even the cat down the road is clapping his paws. Oh, it's so cute. Deep divers, this is only for the indigos, light workers, crystals, dark workers, free spirits. And that's what an indigo is. They are a free spirit. Wise beyond their years, awake to the truth of what's really happening. I want to remind you of this. You were made for times like this. I was made for times like this. I was born for times like this, when they're locking down the whole planet, when they want to force vaccines on you. I was made for times like this because humanity needs me more than ever. Humanity needs you light workers more than ever. I'm receiving thousands of messages every single day. And I'm sure you are also receiving a lot of messages because right now, people are waking up. The indigo aura corresponds to the third eye, which is all about seeing beyond just the physical and moving into the spiritual. That's right. As an indigo, as a light worker, I'm here to remind you that you have to protect your energy more than ever. I'm an intuitive empath. I'm a Pisces, born on March 3rd at 3:03. Deep divers. I'm very sensitive to other people's energies. So growing up, I had to learn how to protect my energy. And indigos, light workers, please protect your energy right now more than ever. Because when you recharge, when you take care of yourself, you will be flying literally. What happens? You see, the trap for a lot of indigos and light workers is that they want to be humanity's savior. They want to save everyone. You saved 1 million people, but you can't save yourself? What? Slow motion this side. No. I saved myself. I helped myself, because you got to help yourself before you can help anybody. Charity starts at home. The reason why I can share with you day in, day out is because I'm, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. I'm taking care of myself mentally, emotionally, physically. A lot of indigos, light workers, they want to help everyone except themselves. Well, this ends today. You aren't here to save humanity. I repeat, you are not here to save humanity. Nobody needs to be saved, because everybody wakes up at a different time. Let people live their own experiences, their own reality. I told you, I'm not here to save humanity. I'm only here to awaken to the truth I need to know. Now, if you get inspired by that as I share, that's fantastic. If not, well, that can't be helped. It is not your job to wake up your family. They may be in organized religions. That's okay, because there are levels to this shit, but there are also versions to this shit. So you got to realize that as a highly evolved being that you are, many times we sometimes have this awareness at a young age. We're a young being with tons of wisdom, and we see our family members, even friends, they are so programmed in this matrix, living in fear, and we are so free, and we want to help these people. We love them. Of course we want to help them. Then we realize they don't want to hear anything we got to say. It's not personal. It's just that not everyone can go. What? Until they're ready. Slow motion this side. So indigos and light workers, connect with people who remind you who you are. Connect with people who remind you who you are. Find your tribe. Connect with people who get you. You see, what makes indigo so different? I was born different. And light workers so different is because they always ask why, instead of just blindly following like the other sheep. So long as you follow the herd, you will only be led to the slaughterhouse. Indigos never follow the herd. They're the glitch in the matrix. Light workers never follow the herd. Why? Because they know who they are. They honor their uniqueness. They honor their authenticity. They hold it dearly to them. So I'm here to remind you, light workers, I see you. Continue to be the unique being that you are. Nobody is you, and that's your power. Indigos, light workers, crystals, deep divers. Compassion. You being an empath by nature, you caring for your fellow human being, 7-day vegan challenge, but also those farm animals. And that's why so many indigos and light workers choose to go plant-based, because they love their friends. They realize their friends are not food. You are already reaping the benefits, the rewards, by having this compassion to all life forms. Do you know, deep divers, I've been a vegan for over 15 years. But before that point, I was eating hot dogs, steaks. I had a lot of constipation. It was not pretty. Then I said, wait a minute. Something is not right. I've been programmed to eat a diet that keeps me enslaved to the matrix. As they are locking down the planet, You have to learn how to purify your body with plant-based foods, alkaline water. And shout out to all the beings who are helping others learn how to eat to live. Shout out to all the chosen ones. Indigos, light workers, I want to remind you of this. You are protected. You are cared for. You are loved. I got a whole lot of love for you because I know it's not easy. I know the trials and the tribulations as an indigo because I've been there. Even when I first started YouTube, I had a lot of people saying, Ralph, don't do it. Remind yourself, I'm a psychologist. I studied psychology. Not only that, I graduated in psychology and also criminology. I was ready just to work in the matrix for the rest of my life. Then I said, wait a minute. The cat down the road knocked some sense into me and was like, Ralph, you got a mission to fulfill. You see, a lot of indigos and light workers know they have a mission to fulfill, and that's to raise the awareness of the planet. It doesn't mean you got to be a saint. I'm not a saint, deep divers, because life is about balance, the dark and the light. Woo! I'm the darkness. Of course I am. I'm also the light. I'm both combined. I want to remind you of this. Indigos. Many times we find ourselves alone. Light workers. Many times we look around and realize we don't have a lot of friends. But it's because you chose not to be around people who don't think for themselves. Oh, you got a whole... I just wanted to do that, deep divers. There are a lot of people around you who are your reflections. You see, we ain't even had the real big party yet, indigos and light workers, because we've been so busy just helping humanity. Now it's time that we all come together. Like, I got so many people who are indigos and light workers on my phone. I'm like, screw this. We've got to all come together. And that's what we're doing with the retreats that are coming soon, the retreats that are coming soon, right? So remind yourself that you have so many reflections all around the world. And you are only alone a lot of the times because you know other people's energies are toxic in this matrix. You are doing this to protect your energy. But you know deep down inside you're never alone. The universe always sends someone. And now the cat down the road is coming to me. Oh, I love you. Right? Indigos, light workers. I'm here to remind you, you don't have to die for this. All you got to do is live for this. What? Slow motion this side. I didn't come here to die for this, to die for a cause. I came here to live my best life, baby. I'm not a martyr. I'm an infinite being. And indigos and light workers, remind yourself, you don't have to fight the system. You have to start promoting what you love. There is no system until you think it into existence. So all the fear in the media, all the lies from these politicians, just turn it off, because you have that power to create the reality you wish to live in. That's your power. That's your gift. Indigos, light workers, let me remind you of this. You are the lighthouse. You are the lighthouse. You are the lighthouse. Always be the lighthouse. When a boat is lost at sea, it looks for the lighthouse. When a ship is lost at sea, it looks for the lighthouse to guide it. I'm a lighthouse to millions of people. I'm not forcing you to believe what I believe. I don't believe anything. I know. I'm a lighthouse. I guide you into the love frequency. And indigos and light workers continue to be the lighthouse, just shining your light. You don't have to make people into who you are. Just continue to shine your light. People are going to be drawn to you. They're going to say, wait a minute, everyone is so afraid right now, and how come you're so happy? Because you have freed yourself from this prison they want to turn the world into. You're just dancing every single day, doing cartwheels every single day, drinking a delicious mango juice every single day, and just saying, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there? We are the ones we are waiting for, indigos, light workers, crystals, chosen ones. And I want to remind you, we were right all along. Everything out there is a big illusion, and that's why it's crumbling, because only the truth will remain. And that's what we are. That's what we are. We're immortal, baby. Shout out to everybody who's been getting the wonderful Good Ass Prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. And if you want to model the clothing, woo, you're a sexy ass model with a whole lot of heart, let me know. Got a question for me, deep divers? Add me on the verified Instagram page at official Ralph Smart and Facebook at Ralph Smart. Check out the new book, Deep Divers, for more powerful information like this. Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/thebook. We are the power. We are the power. We are the power. That's right. We always were, and we always will be. Have a beautiful day, deep divers. Peace. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You! Just, woo! Breathe in that good ass prana, baby. Just inhale that beautiful air. And exhale all of those lies they're telling you. Have a beautiful day. Peace.